You know what? Can I drag this over here for me? There we go. At least I've got a sign on it now. All right, so round one. We're up against R9788. Is that something? Or is that something I'm just not clued in on? Or have they just decided, right, I'll put a letter and a few numbers? Like, if this was Marvel Snap, I'd think it was a bot. Maybe there are bots and we just don't know it. That's a very high relic Raven. Are we talking about this? Oh, we're talking... All right, you caught me out there, Osprey. You caught me out. I'll give you that one. Honestly, I thought you'd seen something. I like that. All right, let's do the compare. So, yeah, GP, only a little bit difference between us. 400k. Actually, very much on the small side for my matchups. I've got Zeta advantage, so that's quite nice. We're 19 ahead. We're only the one Omicron behind. Let me just do the math here. 34 total relics behind. 30 relic 5 plus is behind. Again, I'm doing my mental arithmetic really quickly here. Dkong, yeah, I've got the level 9 advantage. They've got me on the 6s. We've about the same on the level 3s. I'm not sure it's more beneficial for them. I mean, I wouldn't say the level 9s have been great for me. Like, I haven't got Dak or I haven't got Canderous or anything like that. But I do feel the level 9s give me more stats. So I feel like that has benefited me. So maybe that could swing my way. 6-up mods and all the mod scores. I'm either in the lead or quite away in the lead. So we're looking very promising in that regard. And yeah, again, it's important because we're just so far behind in GL count. Thankfully, they haven't got Leviathan, so we haven't got to worry about this time. But yeah, still a bit sketchy. Let's see what they've done. No attacks. Is there a bet on winning or losing GAC this time? I'll tell you what, right? I'll do a mini one. I'm assuming I can do 2 predictions in one. Will I... how can we phrase this just so that there's a way I can clarify it by the end of the stream? Will I full clear on Temmin? We'll phrase it that way, eh? Hey, I've just realised apparently we can actually have multiple outcomes, so it's not just yes, no. That's pretty cool. Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to open this up a bit. Bear with me. Sorry, this has actually got a bit more interesting. Will I full clear on both accounts? So, full clear on both. Full clear on Temmin. Full clear on Crimson. No full clears today. All right. I'll leave that running for about 5 minutes. Just give people a chance to check in with it. Yeah, I've never seen that before where they have 4 options. That's pretty cool. All right, so I don't think I've ultimate defense on Temmin. I don't think I have. Yeah, and that also does mean that Hondo's still with Mon Mothma. So I'll tell you what, before I actually go and see their board, I'm actually going to change that now because I did mean to change that. Did I say Hondo with Mon Mothma? I didn't mean that. I meant with Sana. So let's just jiggle these around. Let's take Hondo out, just leave it like that for now. No, all right, Gas, you can just fill in for a second. We're gonna need gold here, aren't we? This is why I didn't want to do it. It messes with so many teams. Let's take SRP out of here. Go on, we'll put JML in for a second. Who else do I need to move? So Kara's the key one. So Kara moves out. Rogue One, SRP. Osprey believes. All right. We're going to say we've got a believer in the chat. That's always nice to see. I think... Have I moved K2 out yet? I think I have, haven't I? No. All right. Never mind. JML's still with Rogue One for a minute. All right, so if I go here... Let's get rid of gas. Put in Kara. And then I need K2 out of here because I need... Well, I need something else. Fly by night believer. What can we do here? I could go for Lando just for pure offense, but it is a bit lame. I can't put a Jedi in there. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put Ezra in temporarily, but I've just had a mini brainwave. It might be something that people hate, it might be something that people love. Let's take JML out of there because that's just horrendous. Droid K2. Yeah, that Datacron will just get removed, I suspect. Yeah, I haven't had the R9 materials. At least 3. Not dedicated to someone else. What was the issue? I didn't change my team from last week where I got Hondo with Sana. Honestly, I think I've always just backed my fleet to do well, but maybe that's going to become less of a more of a problem with Leviathan. Yeah, that could be worth changing. Let me just finish this for a second and then we'll come back to it. Maybe we could do... Maybe we could do Mon Mothma. Or maybe even Resistance down south. Maybe. Bit awkward change in this mid-round, I must admit. Yeah, 219, 240, 240, 240. Really? Oh, yeah, 210 at the back, right, fair enough. All right, so we'll take Hook Hotel, move them up north. Okay. I did that and I forgot I got fleet loadouts, squad loadouts. I need to take Finn up a few rally levels. It's only a different loop to it now. There we go, Hook Cartel. And Dakar. You know, I feel like this is the last hurrah of this Crom. Armor Pen's just going to wreck it. But I'm going to enjoy it while it's here. We're going to have a good week with it. But yeah, it's shifted the lines around a bit. I'm just checking there isn't anything completely out of skew with, like I haven't left a gas or a JML hanging around. I think we're all right. Oh yeah, I was going to move Ezra out. That was it. And it's very odd, I know, but I'm going to put L3 in. Simply because L3 is a good tank. So by my reckoning, I could also apply a Kron. There we go. You know, she's got no synergy with M4, but she doesn't really need it. So yeah. That Kron's just been wrecked because of Kara again. Great. It doesn't really matter anyway, because some of them Krons will expire before the next round, so I'm going to have to adjust them all. Although saying that, I'm thinking next week, not next round. So yeah, they will need changing. No worries, Darts, no worries. Alright, so I'm just catching up. Kadabug, your opponent has Slacker and WGP. But right now it looks like I got the win as my opponent can full clear my back wall and he puts Slacker on his back wall. So I ignored the gel and beat him with efficiency. That's a solid strat. I think it was either this or my next opponent with Crimson, who's put Ray on the back wall. It won't be this one because Ray's here, but maybe they changed it. I can't remember. But yeah, I know one of my opponents this round puts Ray on the back wall sometimes, and I thought that could cost you trying to catch someone out like that. Let's just see. T-Max, of course, with back at fleet, maybe putting Jabba south if they can't clear it is correct. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. Before Leviathan was fixed, I did back my fleet. Now I know there's a few Leviathans in my bracket. It's not really worth it. I mean, it isn't a great defense. It's got a triple attacker, executor, negotiator, malevolence. Whilst it could do things, I'm not going to go out there and say, oh my god, this is fantastic, because it's not. So you never know. Maybe we'll do something against, you know, maybe it'll still do well, but it's a bit early talented. Okay, let's have a look at what they're doing now after I've been jiggling around. They've got a Finn team without a Zeta, so that's easy banners for something. We've got Lord Vader with Maul and Malak. I can only assume anti-crits why you would do that, because Malak's just got no synergy, has he? T-Max, you never put gel on the back wall. One time I did, your opponent couldn't clear, but he cleared top and I could only get 2 zones. It's where my logic is. I mean, I don't mind the idea of putting something tricksy at the back, something that would really catch it out, but other than that, yeah. Could it be start the bounty onto counter? Maybe, but I'm just thinking how that counter goes. Lord Vader does the AoE. So let me just think the AoE. Grief goes, clears the debuffs, so you get the contract. Not long after Mandalorian we get Annihilate or Disintegrate. So rather than going for Royal Guard, you just go for Malak. And then you're just working on Royal Guard. So maybe it's just to slow it down, but I don't know, because it's not like there's a load of anti-crit synergy in the team. Right, okay. Yeah, well, you say that. If he uses his special, he could. Potentially. It depends on tenacity there, but yeah, torture, he can apply shock, which will then cause him to taunt. But yeah, very interesting team comp. Adrad with Captain Han, so that's not optimal. And Mon Mothma without the great tunes. So we should be all right there. It really feels awkward with Mon Mothma. You just see a bunch of people do this where it's like, all right, Mon Mothma. I've got Kyle because I've got Starkiller. What now? I'll put them dudes who I got with JML. They're fine. It's like, just farm up Kara. Give Power some gear. Give Off-Rebel Scout some gear. Honestly, it just looks a waste when you see it. Yeah, in terms of bodies, it works. It's just a shame when you see it. All right, so Cal Castus. We got Savage. We got Jabba. Bounty Hunters. All right, so I did plan this out a bit in my head, but I'm going to make sure I put this on screen. Yeah, I mean, I've said this plenty of times in, well, recent months, recent years, however long you want to extend it. It's like when people say, oh, I got C3PO and I only use Gear 10 Ewoks. I'm like, why did you stop? You could have made the event easier for yourself and you would have had a better team from doing it. I know Ewoks is maybe a bad example with Nisa maybe being mid. at least in most people's eyes. But, you know, it's like bounty hunters. Why work for the minimum when bounty hunters are such a great team? Yeah, Bad Batch are an R5 requirement, but they don't farm Omega. Yeah, I'm with you there. Some people just use Shack, and I'm like, Omega's not even a hard farmer. I didn't do a single thing to farmer. Yeah, I've got a 7-star on both, I think on both accounts. If not, I've definitely got her on my free-to-play. Definitely, maybe. I need to check. That went from confident to someone confident in a second. Is this it? No, this is last round. All right, let's clear the offense as well. All right, let me just fill the board up a second. We've got Jabba. We've got... Oop. Headphones have died. Just give him a charge one. Oh, man. I need to charge these ones up as well. I'm probably going to have a situation where they both die soon. I've already run one, Sabine, so I'll be honest, I'm going to not redeem that now. I'll do it later, though. I actually ran it right before I started. Good thinking, though. All right, we've got Ray. By the way, it's strange when I switch headphones, because these ones, it's like I hear myself a little bit. A little bit more, anyway. I don't know what it is. They're just... It's weird. Weird. All right, Bosky boy. How you doing, by the way, Sabine? Okay, so up here we got Lord Vader. We got Finn. That's not going to be a problem. We've got Adrad. And we got Mon Mothma. Love you from the first time you call me late. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good here. I'm going to say, just keep an eye on the delivery. I don't want it interrupting my flow, but in general, I'm doing all right. Delivery 65 and 95. Full clear GAC with 1 drop. Very nice. I mean, 1 drop's better. You know, obviously no drops are better, but still, if you got the full clear with a drop, you did well. Oh, what's your new Gear 12? Oh, you got cats. Nice one. I know you can't do everything here, but I kind of wish you could type CLS in and get Commander Luke. All right. Emperor. Need him for Jabba. Ray, we gotta go for JML. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with the Mon Mothma as far as how far I can cheese it. 272, it's pretty fast. 3 of these, 3 or 4 solid for your cat, by the way. You can obviously improve on it, but it's solid. Right. Because my troopers are trash, I would say that that's a good matchup. Something tells me there's going to be something big on the back wall. Maybe a Malgus or something. I mean, I actually did my research, as it were. Okay, so this is what they normally do. The bottom wall's the same as normal, but instead of Qui-Gon, it's Finn. Alright, that's good to know. Yeah, 304 at Gear 12 is good. I'm going to say 324, I think it goes up to. Maybe we could try Wampa. Maybe Wampa would be good against Mon. GG's a bit of an awkward one, but we could potentially do Night Sisters there. Did alright last time. Phasma, I am assuming there is FOTP army. And I don't really know what I'd do with Fifth Brother, but it does give us options because you think there's not likely something big there. So we could do Sky Guy here. Trying to remember what my other big offensive teams are. I'm having a mental blank. I've got my Grand Inquisitor. I could use that on... Actually, I could use my Grand Inquisitor on either FOTP Army or Bossk. We've got GG. So yeah, I think we do Grand Inquisitor on... what's it called? Bosky Boy. And then we do GG on FOTP Army. And that would then leave... I'm saying this while holding my breath. Padme for Fifth Brother. How's that look, folks? I'm ignoring Fleet. It seems solid enough. The risk factor is the GLs. I think if Fennec fails against Lord Vader, we'd have to move gas up to there. Yeah, that was one thought in my mind. Maybe he's got GI sense. So I need to check that before I commit to anything like that. I also want to check FOTP Army as well. Because it's possible that he was farming them and now he's got them. I think my Malik's on defense. I think. Well, I say that he is. Yeah, he's with my Malgus. Someone was saying to me recently I should take Malgus off defense, and I'm like, I need something big to threaten people with. I can't keep all my good teams on offense. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, FOTP first. No FOTP Army, so it's a very cheap Phasma team, so we haven't got to worry about that. Inquisitors? There is Grand Inquisitor now, so that is something. Okay. Yeah, Radis is on defense. Yeah, might have to do something like that. I was going to say, I don't really know what counters GI, but I'm not too worried about it. He's not like Raver, is it? Although I say that, let me just double check. There wasn't a Raver there, was there? I doubt someone would not have, like, Raver wouldn't be up here, but let me just double check. No, okay. CLS is kind of penciled in for Radis. I know it's not a great Radis, but I feel like you have to pay it some respect. Yeah, 321, it's still going to be pretty quick. All right. I'm debating, do we start on this Lord Vader just to see what we need to do? And I think I've answered my own question there. If we can beat the Lord Vader, we should be okay. Do we use... Well, I say do we use... We've got to use Beskar Mando, haven't we? I think that's the team. We've got Bam to protect Fennec if Maul goes crazy, although it's only an R5 Maul, so it's not the worst. My Gideon isn't that great here, to put it mildly. I have got a gas cron, essentially, yeah. That's an option. Would it be impacted by Mallet, though? I feel like Mallet could really hit gas a bit. Yeah, it's not even the sucky, it's just the fact that if we do any AoE, we're going to get feared. Whereas AoEs aren't really a thing here. Maybe that's why they did Malak. He does get his HP reduced, that's fair. The gas cron that was being referred to, I think, was this one? No? This one. So all my 5 first are Alex 7, so they would get the defense, they would get the protection. That's a fair point. I was going to say, I feel like I've really focused on the defense this time round. I mean, to his credit, this guy's got some defense. I will actually tip my cap, as it were. Yeah, I think Bounty Hunters are safe. At least by comparison. We go for that one. We get a little bit of defense. We get some offense. Fennec gets a bit of boost as well. Yeah, I feel like this is just safer. It could be that they put Malak in to try and avoid gas, but I don't know for sure. I didn't think I planned it out well last time. That's why I'm just taking my time a little bit before I go in. I'm weighing up if it's worth getting rid of Malak early. Because we obviously, what happened last time, I didn't have the Mandalorian. So I was just wasting too much time ignoring Royal Guard. And by the time I realised I got to take him out, I was too far behind in the battle. So my thoughts here are, do I go for Malak first, because obviously he's the one that could be doing awkward things, or do we go for Royal Guard still? I feel like Malak is the better tank, so it makes sense to get rid of him. And plus Royal Guard's only Relic 5, so potentially we could actually just mass attack him and get him out. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm looking at Maul and he's not frightening me as much. I'm not saying he couldn't kill us, but Relic 5, it's not Relic 7 or 8 or 9. Piet, yes, he's a pain in the arse, but he's not going to... The only thing he can really do to annoy us is force Mark over on Lord Vader. He can't do it with Malak, and I don't think the AI ever puts it on Royal Guard. Alright, go on. Let's go in. The defense will hurt for sure. Right, Uno reverse. We'll do that. Let's do that. Let's give Fennec someone to kick. Let's get some armor shred on Vader early on. Okay, I think Fennec's feared, yeah. Let's protect her. Can I ignore taunt? Yeah, let's go for Maul. Oh, wow. Alright, back out. That did not go well. Yeah, that was unusual. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell happened there. Was it the defense? Or was it just that you're not meant to hit Maul? I've never known Fennec to go straight after. I know there's a logical reason there, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. Because I can imagine the idea would be that... Actually, saying that, I still don't get it. How is it that... Maybe Fennec was next in the turn meter train? I'd have to watch that back, but I feel like the turn order was a little bit out there. I'm not even bothered about Maul not taking the bonus turn, because it feels like Bam interrupting it interrupted the normal flow anyway. But yeah, I'm just not sure how Fennec got in there. Bam reduces 20%. Hang on, I need to go look at his kit. All right, let's have a look. Remove 20% turn meter from all enemies. Yeah. So essentially, he took 20% off and Fennec jumped in the middle. That was essentially suicide from Fennec. I've never seen that interaction like that before, though. Because normally the preload would sort... Well, I say the preload, but the overflow turn meter would still sort of get Maul to go again. So yeah, that is unusual. The logic makes sense. I'll take that. But yeah, that's really throwing my game off a little, if I'm being honest. So back to the plan. That was a big fat no. So Gas is going to have to move up the pecking order to Lord Vader. I'm not sure if it's the right choice, but I think Gas has more chance of this than that. And I also think Lord JML's got more chance against Rey than that. When you say Mando, do you mean the Mandalorian? If so, I'll keep that in mind. I've always tried to have the Mandalorian in to get rid of a tank, but maybe it's a bit moot when there's two tanks. Yeah. It's funny though, I was talking down Maul a little bit and then he does that. I knew it was going to happen when I started saying it. Yeah, maybe. Alright, I do kind of need to see if 5 of us can do this, because if they can't, I think I'm out of options anyway. That could make some sense. If anything, it would get all of the Lord Vader team's turns out of the way earlier. Or maybe not all, but most. Okay, so we've got some decent defense here. We're matching them for that. Go on, screw it. I've just never tried this counter. If anyone's done it, please drop tips in. I feel like someone's saying, I need food. Donations, please. All right. Let's do that, I guess. All right, we did survive that bit. I'm not even against that. Why not? We're going to get feared anyway. All right, take a nap. And let's just hope none of them die. Oh, wow, the dots are working hard. Oof. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, those dots were really playing havoc then. You'd have to tell me. Yeah, I can't give you an answer to that one. Okay. You're not wrong, I'm clenching. Someone's dead. Okay, 4 more. Alright, let's just carry on. Yeah, we're stuck there, so we gotta keep going for royal guard. Okay, we'll give that to Rex. Yeah, I thought they were immune to max health damage. I thought I might as well use it. Can't do anything to Malik. Man, that's a slog. Well, I hope he is, because we've got no offense at the moment. At least gas is still standing, I suppose. Kind of helps that the marks on Lord Vader. Just don't want to be hitting Vader. But equally, I don't really want to be hitting Malik, so I'm stuck between two at the moment. Man, oh man, 2 minutes remaining. I haven't even got any of them in the yellow, I don't think. Okay, that's better. Go on. Let's go into Jackal, but I might as well hit it. Alright, nappy time. I'm not entirely sure what Rex was doing there. Alright, I'm backing out. Yeah, that was just a no-no. Alright, so we haven't got enough here. Yeah, that was just not working. We could try and take down the south. But as pointed out before, the north with more banners so they can get it. That is frustrating. Sorry about that, Osprey. But yeah, I mean, I could throw JML at that. I'm not convinced I could get through just for the fact my JML is not... he hasn't been doing great against Lord Vader lately. Add in Malik and it's a bit complicated. I suppose the question is, do I back my Jabba to hold? They have got all the GLs. So they put Lord Vader down, they put Rey down. Four for offense. I think with 4 they could get through my Jabba. So I don't really see the point in trying to pound that. That one's just really unfortunate that they had good defense stats as well. It's like, yeah, I came across the same issue essentially that I've been causing on my end. So I think we go this way. I think we just try and take a few down and at least get some points on the board. Because right now I'm 0 and that's not right. So let's just check their Crom. They got defense, health, steals, crit damage. We should be okay. This is the one thing I always like getting the squad in for, because at least I know what I'm doing with this. Star Killer, there we go. I haven't actually asked this, by the way. I'll put this as a pinned comment in the chat. Does anyone have any thoughts on the next Datacron set? Because The one thing that strikes me, there is armor pen. So it does mean these defense crons are going to be a little more worthless. But none of the abilities did seem too striking. Yeah, I noticed Taylor got one. Yeah, I might actually take my Ayla on my free-to-play up to Relic 5 for that reason. I mean, if anything, what about that? The fact that you only need to do Relic 5s now instead of 7. There we go, T-Max, yeah. I mean, I think Wookiees could be good if people are going to go for Gem Net Calcastus. Wow, I'm tearing through this. Oh, wow. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Lando, can't you have your turn meter reduced, or did you just not get staggered? Yeah, it certainly feels a bit like that as far as... I knew this week was going to be tough on Temmin. There was just no hiding away from that. I couldn't go 3-0 last week with 2 GLs and not get some retribution from the matchmaking gods. So I'm okay with it. I'm going to say, to be honest, I kind of like being in Kyber 3 as well. So if I do drop, I don't mind that as well, especially with 3v3 on the horizon. Yeah, I mean, I think Osprey's just answered that for me. The mechanics might be similar, but I wouldn't bank on it. I haven't actually tried it because I haven't got a decent... I haven't got a decent Star Killer in TW. My Juhani here is probably my next Omicron on this account. Probably. All right, so we got a score on the board at least. Yeah, let's use GI here. GIGIO. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind with Fennec, though. That was really rough. I mean, I'd say what Dart said in mind. You know, the idea maybe a tank's beneficial, but I have done that battle a few times with that tank, so it's one of those where you're thinking, what actually went wrong? And maybe it's just RNG. Maybe sometimes the turn meter overflows, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if I've got good banners, but I'm just liking the fact that they're doing very little to me. I mean, how many people actually use Bossk lead on defense in GA nowadays? Especially with Fennec around. Oh, crud. Let's just let it settle. 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 No, we're at 0 FPS. Yeah, I'm with you there, Osprey. I'll be using Django. You gotta laugh, haven't you? I mean, this is the round that I can't win now. So I'm kind of content at this, because I can just call this as it is. But it just makes you laugh, because supposing there was something riding on the line, I'd be really furious now. Whereas now I'm just like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to say bye-bye, Temmin. Yeah, I'm not sure it's too favourable still. I do recall looking at the opponents for not just this round, but the week, and I was like, damn. Although, I've got to praise one guy. Let me just pull this guy up. It's really worth me bringing him up. I did put it in my Discord server in case you hadn't seen it. Is he here? Here we go. He's not my opponent today, but he is in one of my brackets. And he's got a Rallic 5 Jawa engineer, right? And you think, okay, you know, some people have probably built up the Jawas. What's so special about that? 332 speed. I was absolutely amazed. Was it Temmin's bracket? Yeah, it was. You look at his top tunes, Jawa engineer is his fastest character. You know, had a dash, GI, any of that lot. For all I know, he is a fish. But, yeah. Also, just a little heads up, if I face Troutfet, please someone shout out that this guy's got a 362 armourer. But yeah, I was just doing something yesterday with Chris, who's sometimes in chat, and I just spotted this and I'm like, damn. Exactly, they know something I don't, because I would never put that amount of speed on Jawa Engineer. Maybe they were doing it for the raid. I was saying that, no, it's still there, so unless they locked in raid speeds, I don't know. I found it fascinating anyway. Okay, GA number 2. Let's try and get a win for Kader here and his channel points. Yeah, you know, forget me and my crystals. All right, we're up against Dkong. Donkey Kong. So 8.1 to just a little shy of 10.1 million. Zeta advantage goes to Dkong, 185 to 220 in his favour. Both got 15 Omicrons for GA. They've definitely got more Rallics and Rallic 5 pluses than me, and I will give massive praise for this. 40 difference between the total Rallics and Rallic 5 pluses. That is some consistency in Rallicing. I mean, I'm looking at myself here, you know, you look at 112 to 84, I'm not that far behind, but 181 to 141, when they take it into Rallic, it usually goes to 5+, so I've got to give them praise for that. Datacrons, they have got the lead, no knocking it, they've done the work. I've got speed advantage, I'd say pretty sizable in every bracket except for maybe the 15s, but yeah, we're looking good in that regard. But they've got everything, including Leviathan, so I'm feeling a bit punch drunk right now. And I think I'm expecting the knockout blow to land. Okay. So if you remember from the end of the last GA, well, the last GA stream, I changed my defense. But it doesn't seem to have done a damn thing, including my murder bears just now being MIA. Poor murder bears. Raven got a hold at least, that's something. I thought there might be one drop just for the skull, but let's see the back wall. Nothing on Treya either. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say murder bears, they got done hard. And no drops on fleet either, so we got to pull up a good score here. I mean, if you remember, Crimson got 1800 last time. I think it was 1830 odd out as well. So we were up for a rough fight that time, and I don't think this is any different. We can't really afford to drop. So we got Malgus. We could potentially 5-0 first. GI, CLS, Levada, JMK, droids for that maybe. I'm not disagreeing with you, Aran. Yeah, honestly, I'm not. Okay. I've not seen a Siege Under team yet. So, well, that's something. I haven't really faced Tuscans either. Adrad, Jabba. Gidme can do Tuscans. Maybe, I don't know about with Warrior or Dkong, but I know Gidme's a counter to Tuscans. Okay, that could be a bit awkward if they get finishing strikes off, so we could do with getting Warrior out in that battle. Normally I'd jump straight for the GL, but I'm thinking I want to try that. Because this is going to cost me a bit as far as... I can't use Padme with Kenobi. But I think we should be okay in general. Who do I put in here? Galactic Republic supports. I really wish Plo would get the support tag. That would just buff him so much better in this scenario. Because he is not a tank. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like Shaq's got to go in there. And I'm going to put... yeah, we'll put Mason. I feel like I need survivability. So I can't like put in R2 or something that's gear 12. I need survivability. .341. They will go first. That's Aurora, I think. No, it's just Raider. Okay, which one was Aurora? I should know, I geared it. 271, pretty quick. Ayo, Orbentarg. Oh, Matt probably butchered that name, sorry. How you doing? Have we got anything with defense? X-Lore, I'll take that. How you doing, X-Lore? Alright, that could be helpful. Let's try it. I hope I'm not misremembering something. Alright, let's get that. 20 stacks. We're going to hit the warrior. Do that. We only got 10 here, so we might as well do that. I feel like we lost a bit of protection up there. Is there a dispel involved? Shack attack, do you mind coming in here, Duck? Yeah, let's just cleanse the board. Padme can finish her animation finally. Okay, we didn't get anything there. Yeah, she was a bit like that, I will agree. Alright, we've got a stun. Yeah, I think what I've heard was non-Datacron. Oh, okay, that was a decent counter from Shat, but just not what we wanted. I need protection up. Need to hit Chieftain first. My priority was trying to get Warrior out just to get rid of the Dkong effect. Alright, might as well back out, we're gonna die here. Okay. I feel like we're probably not gonna get the full clear here. Actually, saying that though, now I think about it, I was getting a little bit overly defeatist there. We have still got options. Yeah, we have got options. I was just mulling over the board. I was going with very off meta there, but we have got something still. I'm going to focus on this wall. I know we've got to deal with the north if we're going full clear, but I feel like this is the one that could determine if we win or lose. Listen with the raid, party of 24. Thank you very much. Yeah, like I say, I didn't really know what I was doing with that counter. I'll hold my hands up. Yeah, just a bit unfortunate in the end. Thank you for the raid, Lissel, and hello there, Cracked Finger. How you doing? Yeah, we've had a rough GA so far. No worries, Lissel. Hope you have a good vacay, man. We're going to try and at least show our face while here because this one's a bit tricky. Yeah, that is something. The Tuscan Kron's going away, so I mean, granted, I doubt I'll be facing many Tuscans, but it is there. It should be called Fingers Cracked Fingers. All right, I'll be honest, that one's probably over my head. All right, let's. I think we have. Hang on, is that right? Probably not. I don't know. I'm kind of just going with the flow at this point. Pass to Slacker, give a poke. Oof. Okay. Yeah, my officer had a bad time there. At least we can get Bush out if we can take a turn. Yeah, just get rid of her. Right, taunt up. Just basic. Am I right in thinking that if you get a kill on Slacker's turn, they die forever? Well, I'm going to try and hold the Chrysanthemum kill for that. I know I've got an ult, but I want to try and get rid of him. Or at least stun him. There we go. He's primed. That lined up well. Just means we can focus on Jabba. Exactly. Gonna say Chrysanthemum bye-bye. How you doing, Romeo? Last thing you want is to get stuck behind the Wookiee. Ooh. It's funny when you see Jabba get a kill. Painful in that instance, but still, it's funny. It's like, oh, you actually do things. You aren't just a slug that sits there. I was going to say, can you please not kill any of my toons? You've nicked enough banners as it is. Okay. 66. Execute order. Right. I've got no clue on Seer. I'll be honest, I've got no clue. I have not faced one. I've not seen Seer. I didn't think I'd have to worry about a Seer for a while, so I've just not researched it. Adrad. I said CLS up north, didn't I? Was CLS for Grand Inquisitor or something? Yeah, that was it. Maybe we need droids. Gas. I was thinking we could do gas down here though. Gas could take out the Tuscans. Anti-revive. I could imagine there's no tank in that team, so well, there is technically a tank, but Ray's as much a tank as Plo is one. Not on offense. Do anything with defense protection. They do with the Dkong. All right, that could still be useful, and that's protection and defense, so I like that. Whenever finishing strikes defeats an enemy, they can't be revived, and then revive all Tusken allies. I know it's conditional, but I think I don't want to get caught out by it, so to me it makes sense just using this here. I know Malgus is a threat. Right now I'm trying not to think too much on the north wall, but we have got C and Kenobi, so my thoughts are hold on to these as long as we can. I'm expecting a GL at the back. I think Ray. Alright, we'll learn from our mistake last time. I don't know why I put that on Echo. Yeah, if we can use C, it'll be fantastic. Was that pleasing or was it not? Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on this parcel. We're on 72 and 95. They're getting closer. All right, can I take turns, please? Like, I get why you're doing this, but can I just please not be stunned forever? As it feels like I will be. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to leave Warrior out because Warrior's just going to keep dispelling me, which I need. I think... Or will they? No, they won't. I think... I don't know who I was thinking that was then. Such an awkward battle, this. Yeah, Sky Guy can be stunned. That's why I don't take him in against Slacker, in my opinion. You know, people sort of look and think, oh, you know, Hux is the one that caused the problem, but I think if Gas gets stunned, it gets very difficult for damage to be dealt. There used to be a cheese, didn't there, with... used to take Chewbacca in and he'd do things to prevent Gas being stunned and yeah. Gas can lose to Night Sisters? Oh, Solo Gas, yeah. I think you're confusing it a little bit there, Sabine. Revan's stun, if I'm right, I have to double check it with the kit. Revan's stun can't be resisted, but it can be dispelled. Whereas... Actually, let me just correct that. Yeah, I think that's it. It can't be resisted unless the person can actually resist it, if that makes sense. So like, say, GLs that can't be stunned will not be stunned by Revan, but if they can be stunned, they will be stunned. Yeah, and Slackers can't be dispelled. A bit like Padme Enter. Yeah, you used to have them going for 5s, and if you had Chewbacca on the field, they couldn't get through 5s. Yeah, that's correct. I forgot I got Star Killer. That's something. Keep forgetting I've got him because I haven't used him much yet. Seer frightens me because it's a team that benefits from being slow, and I've got things fast. So it's hard to sort of pitch something in there that won't go first. I'm wondering if Star Killer could do that. Yeah, that's one thing as well. You can't really keep gas quiet usually. It's why Night Sisters are a problem, because you can't dispel them. I need to look up Seer. I've just got no idea what is best for her. Star Killer, oddly enough. Ah, cool. Okay, that's good to know. So I can send my Star Killer in. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, so that's just a clean answer. It feels a touch overkill, but I'll take it. You know, as far as I'd rather a touch overkill than missing the mark. Okay. I don't really know who's the biggest threat here, but I'll go for Seer. I feel like Cal's not one you want to allow to take too many turns. Alright, you just keep doing that, Plo. Be a good tank for a change. Alright, the leader's gone, so that can't be bad. I feel like this team misses something without Fulcrum. At least, I feel like Fulcrum is the damage dealer I know about in this team. I know Crew got mentioned as far as he's good as well. But I can't say I know who was meant to be putting out the damage here. 64? Alright. I'm gonna have to deny that only because I was going to say it'll get I don't know if it'll get me demonetized or something. Just with the spelling. I know what you meant. Alright. What we're gonna do is Adrad. Let's see. Adrad's such an odd one. Here he is. Yeah, I remember Arnold years ago going on about it, saying how he got caught out by it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not even monetized on YouTube, but I would like to be one day. And you don't want like a video having a red flag for something, do you? All right, we have got CLS, but I kind of want to keep that hold back just in case we can use it with on the Grand Inquisitor. My bounty hunters aren't built. I could potentially use Raven. Geos have 84% win rate. I wouldn't have known that. Wampa, yeah, I didn't expect Wampa to do well. Saying that, that's interesting. Oh, it's all right. It's still kind of interesting. Such a drop off in win rate. I've got an extension called Dart Reader. If I just disable it, it'll blind me. Try and scroll up, but I can't scroll up. No worries about that, Osprey, by the way. Bad Batch aren't built. I feel like I need to have a thing saying, for every loss I have, I farm up I give a gear level to a Bad Batch tune because they deserve the gear. I just have not been able to yet. Good news for you, meeting cancelled, so you just get to hang out and watch GAC. Good to hear, Starset. I'll admit, I've had an awkward one. Temmin's already over, and Crimson's up against it. The only association to that word you have is a cheese brand. Okay. I can't say I've heard of cheese, but yeah, it is a derogatory term. Well, at least with the original spelling. When it's just Plo, no one bats an eyelid. Except for YouTube. For the record, it was only because Arnold said Plo Koon that it got caught out. And I know that sounds weird that I'm saying it, but I'm hoping YouTube has caught up on that now. I'm hoping. All right, we'll do JKR. I think that's the safest bet as far as maybe we can save Luke. I'm saying that as if I've got a good option without him. We've used Padme. Ugh. Look at my Jedi. Look at my crappy Jedi. Once upon a time, I said I was going to build them. Oh, God. That would leave me Luke and Hoda to potentially do something else. Yeah, it could also be Tonin in the station. We'll give this a go. Jahani's just there to look pretty. Well, look pretty, give a speed buff, whatever you want to call it. All right, give that to Yoda. All right, go again. Stun, yay! Get the stealth, basic, and out. All right, now this is a bummer. Scream at me if you want me to go harder. Ooh. Jin hiding is not something I like. Although that's good. And say if there's a revive, there's a percentage chance it's not Adrad. So I can live with that. Can I call Jahani for an assist? Why am I saying that? That recovers health and protection. And she loses it. Jahani, what is she good for? Absolutely nothing, man. Oh ho ho. I'm going to gamble that Jahani's full. Hey. Absolutely nothing. Oh man. Okay, we're through that wall at least. What have we got to face? Ray. Well, I'm glad I guessed that. Guessed/researched. Jahani teaches Katarian aerobics down at the gym. Is that why she gets on with Karth? I can't remember Kotal. I didn't play Kotal that far. I'm assuming she didn't get on with Karth. If you got to set Kane on defense with Phoenix, so you end up using him with Starkiller. Honestly, that's probably the better option. Juhani with Starkler is not a great shout. Oh, is that what it is? That's something then. Like I say, maybe it just didn't filter down as... Because when you think... If something was named that original... I'll say that though... It's where I don't know enough about the etymology of the derogatory version of the word to say if someone was basing it off that. And then when people became more aware of it, they're like, you know what, we need to change the name. Or if it was just accidental. You know what I mean? If it's the founder's last name as well, that's another complication. Yeah. Because when you think as well, if they find out it's derogatory, then they don't want to use it, do they? Okay, so we are in a sticky spot here. We got JMK for that, but we haven't really got a Malgus counter. And we haven't got a Ray counter. Well, let me clarify. If we'd have not used Starkiller, we would have had something for this, but we used Starkiller. So yeah, I would say we're out. But nothing for Love Vader. No bounty hunters here. We've used 501st. I don't know any more cheeses off my top of my head. Yeah, if it was based on the last name, I can understand why maybe it would have been used originally as far as just the family name. No bounty hunters now. And besides, they actually lost today, oddly enough. I'm not saying it's a reason not to use them, but yeah, just by the by. So yeah, we're just caught short. I think Cheers would sound better, but I'm guessing there's IP issues for that. Yeah, I'm just mulling it over and I can't think of anything that could potentially do all of these. It's like I need another GL. And I go back to it. If I hadn't used Starkiller, I would have been alright here. This is about... I say this about the only thing. It won't win this, but this is about the only thing that could possibly soft counter it. Not even Lando, obviously, but... You know what I mean? I remember once upon a time when Kyle came out, it was like, oh, maybe there's going to be like a Ray counter in here, and it's been alright for cleanups, but I can't even think how I could get into a cleanup position. I know, I've got to admit, you all had a lot of faith in me. I mean, again, I'm just scratching my head in case there's something I'm overlooking, like Imperial Troopers or something. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm not using Imp, so let's just have a go at that. This is just going to be dead and buried, but let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, I think you need. And you know what? I was going to say Shaq. I've used her. I've used Shaq, so I can't even do the other possible counter. We got what? It's not exactly a cleanse, but what could give me a turn meter bump? Chirrut's not built. Iden's gear 12. Not even gear 12, gear 11. Yeah, I don't have high hopes. Still, why not? Just throw it at the wall. If by some miracle this actually gets through, I could still do it. Alright, Iden's gone. Alright, let's just see this out, I guess. Yep. Oh well. Yeah, of course, Ramio. But yeah, that's me done. Round over. So I don't see the point in playing it out. Like, I've said this a few times of late, and I'll just repeat it. I don't see the point in playing out when I'm just giving people a history for my GA. So yeah, might as well just call it there.